Hey, what up, YouTube? All right, so we got to do a quick recap of Insecure Season 5, Episode 3. Like, I don't know, for me, this episode was extremely toxic, to say the least, and I'm just going to focus on Condola and Lawrence and their relationship. At this point, I don't know. I feel like this. Based off of what we know of Condola, she's a successful, very intelligent woman and seems to be very intentional in the choices that she makes in life. Most people don't achieve a certain level of success without being extremely disciplined and focused on said goals. Now, with that in mind, we have to remember that Condola was married for 10 years, at which time she chose not to have a child. However, once she begins to date Lawrence, I guess she is at a point in life where she feels that, hey, why not? And I mean, okay, I don't necessarily fault her for that, because if that is the case, then, that's fine. That's her choice. But why is it that you wait until the end of the relationship when Lawrence is about to move to take a new job to decide that now is the time that you want to, bring a child into this world, when the father is definitely not on board with it? And if we remember, in the previous season, she made a point that she didn't want anything from Lawrence. She didn't expect him to do anything. She basically came at him like, look, you're just a sperm donor. You don't have to take care of the child. You don't have to be there for the child. I can handle it. Strong, independent black woman. We've heard the narrative several times before. But the irony of the situation, we see the situation deteriorating extremely fast. And it's evident that Condola, for whatever reason, made the mistake that we've seen so many other women make, over the years and throughout history, believing that you can use a child to secure the man that you want, And I mean, that's just, like you said, we've seen this narrative over and over again. It never works. At best, it leads to resentment, and a lot of ill will, to say the least. And for Condola, there's nothing that Lawrence can do to make this situation right outside of marrying her. Like, we can already see how this is being positioned and how the table is being set. She's basically going to put Lawrence, or she's already putting Lawrence in the position where, look, if you want to be a part of your son's life, then you have to be a part of my life. Meaning, and we have to be together, not just co-parent, because that's not what she's looking for. If we think back to the child's baptism, the way that she looked at Lawrence when the photographer took that picture, we could see that, she was in that moment envisioning what she thought her life could be or should be or potentially will be in the near future. And poor Lawrence is so clueless. Like, we got to work. Lawrence, somebody needs to teach Lawrence how to read the room, because you coming in here with your uncle at the party talking about splitting time with your family and her family. Man, listen, Condola has told you on numerous occasions that that is her baby, and her baby, from the looks of it, is not going anywhere with anybody except her. Now, like you said, it's, if you want your child, then hey, I guess you want her to. And I mean, as messed up as it is, that's the case. So, I mean, I don't really know. Like, this was extremely triggering for me, and I don't even have children. But it's just the fact that I've seen so many men placed in this situation or similar situations where women will use, their children as bargaining chips, to try to leverage relationships or whatever it is that they desire from the man, whether it be a relationship or whether it just be resources. what have you. But something that stands out, no one, I don't see anybody really calling Condola out on this. Like, I'm assuming, is this acceptable? We all understand my body, my choice. But this is interesting to say the least. And something else that I just thought of, if you remember when Condola tells Lawrence that she doesn't trust him, to me, that is so revealing. I mean, I find it interesting that you would choose to have a child and bring life into the world with a man that you don't trust. Like, that's extremely problematic to say the least. But what's interesting? Condola's character encompasses everything that's wrong with the modern woman today. So that's it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. I'm really curious to get some other people's perspective on the situation.